Hi, it's Stacy. Looking rather shabby, I must say. Yes, I am naked. Not naked naked because that would just be creepy. I am naked, as in no makeup whatsoever. Nothing in my hair, nothing on my face, no eyebrows, no, well, I have eyebrows, but spotty eyebrows, blemishes, dark circles under my eyes, everything. The works. And there's a reason why I'm naked. Well, my face is naked. Um, the last video I talked about when people look at me, when they meet me for the first time, um, they automatically know my weak spot. They all automatically, it's almost like I'm vulnerable. Um, and that's kind of how it is without makeup too. Um, It's like, we put makeup on so that we can look our best. Well, women do. Well, some men do too. Love you guys. But yeah, we put makeup on to try and look our best. So underneath it all, um, you know, when we go out with no makeup, a lot of times, at least to me, this is me vulnerable because it shows all my blemishes that I try to cover up. It shows all my grays that I try to cover up. My hair, trying to get it to look somewhat froofy, whatever, my eyebrows not so spotty and everything. We try, my eyelashes, we try and look better. So here I am to you, being vulnerable to you. See, I know you. I trust each and every one of you to be vulnerable in front of you. I think that as a plus size person, um, and I am not saying that everybody feels this way, but as a plus size woman, I feel I feel vulnerable because as I said in my last video, in first impressions, people already know my weakness, food, my addiction to food. So that in a way that makes me vulnerable because they always have that place where they know they could hurt me. But I think that being vulnerable can be so empowering. I think that's where you can either let it get you down, bring you down, and make you feel embarrassed and back off and make excuses and try and either hide in the corner or just always just making excuses and apologizing, or you can make it empower you to be stronger, to accept criticism because people love to pounce on someone's weakness, and you make it stronger. You make you stronger. It can make you stronger. Each and every one of you. I'm looking at you. Yes. I remember, and as I was always shy, um, not not by nature, by by my physical appearance, made me shy. I think there was an outgoing person inside me, but the fat girl ate her. So I was just always stuck under the radar. When I think I was born to be way above that radar. Anyway, so when I don't even lost my train of thought. But anyway, that being vulnerable. It really puts you in it puts you in a place where, you know, you're here and you put everybody else here for absolutely no reason. They don't even put themselves here and you there. You automatically do it. And then when they see that, well, they kind of creep back up because, hey, they like it up here. And then you kind of go down because, oh, it's a vicious cycle. And you could stop it. Um, like I said, empower, make you stronger. Take, it's whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, that kind of thing. Um, I remember, like I said, growing up I was very quiet, not because I wanted to be, but because of how I looked. And I actually was a victim of my own my own insecurity. It wasn't anybody else. No one else has the power to make me vulnerable. They don't. I put myself there. I put myself vulnerable, and then I allow someone to hurt me. We can't control what other people are going to say, what other people are going to do, but we can control how we handle it. And that's the key. And I know that that's probably been said so many times, but that is so true and so powerful. I remember when this was a story from when I was first started with the online meeting people, that kind of thing. This was going back maybe 6, 7, no, it must have been 8 years ago or so. My kids were very little, and I was just freshly divorced. And there was somebody that I was talking to online, and it wasn't even like a romantic thing that we were talking, but we were going to meet. And at that time, it was AOL chat rooms that we were in, and he had met me, I think it was in a Connecticut over 40 or whatever room. I wasn't over 40 at the time, but I used to go in there. A couple of the Connecticut rooms, I was living in Connecticut at the time, and he was very strange. I think I'm attracted to strange people, but he was very strange. But I got a kick out of him. I enjoyed him. He always used to cause a ruckus in the room. God, this is going back to chat room times. Oh my God. But yeah, he used to cause a ruckus in the room. And I used to think it was so funny how upset people would get by just what he was saying. I'm like, people, come on. It's just a chat room, seriously. So I got a kick out of it. So he and I used to just instant message online. Anyway, make a long story short, too late, I know. But we had talked. At this time, you didn't have the 1,000 million pictures, or at least the 1,000 million pictures that I seem to have online. But I only had 2 pictures. And they were really of just my upper body and my face. So I sent him those pictures. I mean, this was a long time ago. It was probably like 2001. I don't know. And so we were gonna get ready to meet. And it was just like I said, just friendly. We had talked on the phone. We got along well. He was hysterical. I thought it was so funny. And he knew I was plus size because he had followed me into one of the other chat rooms, which was a plus size chat room. And I told him, plus size, all that. Well, so wherever we go to meet, he doesn't show up. So I drove like an hour and a half. I can't remember how far I drove to meet him. And never showed up. So I go home. Now, this is the thing. This was before I had a cell phone. I think I was the only person who didn't have a cell phone at that time. But so I got home, and I can't remember if I called him or he called me or whatever. And he had said, I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it or whatever. No, he said he was there. I'm sorry. He said he was there. He didn't see me. I'm like, okay, how could you not have seen me? I was all that. Well, whatever. So then I get an instant message. You really need to go on a diet. You really should have told me you were that fat. I mean, this is instant message from him over and over again. And I remember his screen name had something with a wolf in it. And his instant message thing was like a grrr, grrr, wolf thing. That sound when you can make your own sounds. I think you can still do that. I don't really go on AOL anymore. But anyway, this man had the audacity to say these things to me. Now, he had just told me, the weak ass guy just told me that he didn't meet me. He couldn't tell me this. But on instant message, when he's typing away, he's a big tough guy, you need to lose weight. You should have told me you were so fat. How dare you go out looking like that? All this stuff. And I'm like, finally, I just said, well, you were there. I said, why didn't you just say anything? I mean, why? I mean, we weren't even meeting romantically. What is the big deal? I told you I was overweight, and your picture, he goes, your face is the same, but you should have a body picture on there because you're fat, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. I block him. It comes with another screen name because it has another, he must have, over the next few months, he must have had about 6 or 7 screen names. They all had wolf somewhere in there, and it was always that, instant message. But he was like harassing me, trying to beat me down. And I'm like, at first, when he first told me, I was heartbroken. Like, I was just like devastated that, oh my God, he saw me and I was that bad and I was that fat. And he thought he was going to see this and he saw that. And I was almost like apologizing for myself. And then I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. That's ridiculous. Because, first of all, I make no apologies. This is me, this is who I am. Um, he didn't have the respect to tell me that he was there. I mean, he could have just met me and we were only meeting as friends. So I don't get it. But at first, my first thing was I was hurt, I was embarrassed, I was devastated, and I felt like I owed him an apology. And then I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So what I'm trying to get at by that wonderful story of my past is that instead of feeling like to crawl into a hole and apologizing, finally I just said, screw you, buddy. Um, it empowered me. It made me stronger. It's like, you know what? Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to be attracted to me. And that's fine. I'm not attracted to everybody else. But you have to be able to be vulnerable in front of people and be strong. Because that's what makes you strong. Vulnerability doesn't have to make you weak. It can make you stronger. You can use it to your advantage. And that's how people won't be able to hurt you. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. It made sense all in my head, honest, it did. But yeah, the whole naked face thing is kind of to be vulnerable to you. But see, I know you. I know each and every one of you. I mean, I invited you to my bedroom, right? I mean, you're here every week. But seriously, I really, really think that there needs to be more self-respect, empowerment, strength. Um, People who are overweight, um, for some reason, we feel like we have to apologize. We don't. We don't have to apologize. I want to be healthy. I do want to look better. I do want to feel better. I want to be able to do more things. But I don't need to apologize. Anybody who can't see me and respect me for who I am right here, right now, looking like this, well, you don't deserve me at my best. You don't deserve me when I'm all made up and, or if I lose weight and I'm, not so big and all of a sudden I'm still the same person. Still the same person inside. So um, I really think it's important to realize your worth. What you are worth as a person. Inside, outside, all around. Um, anyway, that's it for today. And I hope you have a good night. And I thank you very much for stopping by. And take care. Bye.